To assemble the front wheels, you'll need the right and left front axles, 2 wheels, 2 hubcaps, 2 center caps, 4 washers, 4 bushings, 2 axle caps, and 2 axle cap tools. The axle cap tool color may vary. You'll also need a hammer. Take the left front axle marked with an L and slide a washer, wheel, and hubcap onto the short end of the axle. Put an axle cap into one of the axle cap tools. Place the tool and cap onto the exposed end of the axle, then carefully turn it over onto a block of wood or hard floor surface. Strike the axle with a hammer to drive it firmly into the cap. Assemble the right front axle marked with an R the same way by placing a washer, wheel, and white hubcap onto the axle and using an axle cap tool to hammer the cap onto the end of the axle. Stand the wheel up and slide a washer and a bushing onto the axle. Repeat the same process for the other wheel and axle. Insert the right axle marked with an R into the car body, also marked with an R, until the tip of the axle comes through the top. Repeat the same process with the left axle marked with an L. Insert a bushing onto the top of each axle. To make sure you have each axle on the proper side, test them by rolling the car forward. The front axles and wheels should turn with the hubcaps facing outward. If the hubcaps turn in, the axles are improperly installed and must be reversed. Once you're certain that the right and left front axles are assembled properly, put an axle cap into the axle cap tool, place it on top of the bushing, and strike with a hammer to set into place. Repeat the same process on top of the other axle. The final step in the wheel assembly is to attach a center cap to each wheel by aligning the slots and snapping into place.